Very good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final, thanks to Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund. My name is Tubes Taylor. Magnificent day for football. It's Hutchins Lions taking on the DOSA Roosters. Short time ago, the Hutchins boys ran on after their reserve side run out victors by 28 points. DOSA led out by their captain, Big Mitch Reeve. There they are, the boys from the Roosters. About to get started. I'm sure we'll hear the national anthem. These two sides have met 5 times this season. And it's currently 3-2 to DOSA. They met in round 1 with DOSA winning. Round 6, DOSA won. Round 11, Hutchins won away. And round 16, DOSA win again. Then in the qualifying final, Hutchins beat DOSA to come straight into the grand final at the TCA with a 29-point win last time they met. Crowd building here at North Hobart Oval. As I said, my name is Tubes Taylor from Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes, 107.3 on your FM dial, 6 till 9, Monday to Friday. I'm joined by my good friend, Luke Roberts. Good morning, Salad. Well, afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm so used to saying good morning. The boys get lined up ready for the national anthem. Someone's got to press play on the tape for the national anthem. Here we go. They're lined up. Is someone going to sing it? Hamish Kingston there, fired up, ready to go.
Just having a small technical issue. Give us 10 seconds, thanks.
Small technical issue here. Might have to sing it myself, Salad.
I'd really look forward to that, Cheers. Really look forward to it.
You've heard me sing a lot. We used to live together at university, singing in the shower.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're having a little bit of trouble with the national anthem, so could you all perhaps join with me to sing Australia's national anthem?
Oh, he's not going to, is he?
Hats off.
This is exciting. I don't think I've ever heard this before.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds with nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In glowful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
How good was that from Peter G, Tassie's own Peter G. Unbelievable stuff. Technical difficulties, doesn't matter. Peter G will come out and sing the national anthem. How good was that, Salad?
Love the improv. Not a bad set of lungs on him either, just quietly.
He mucked up a couple of words, but it doesn't matter. I'm up.
I was waiting for the second
ready
verse.
to go.
Do you reckon he'd do it?
Oh, well, I could probably do it, but I'm not going to do it for folks here. What a rendition of Australia's national anthem. If that doesn't go viral, I'm not here. That's genius. Absolute genius. We got Jared Lawler from the Mercury here behind us. Surely that's going to get a run in the Mercury. He's nodding his head. Wonderful stuff. It'll certainly get a run on Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes on Monday morning. Have a look at us. There he is, Jared Lawler at the back. That was outstanding stuff from Peter G. What a genius. There's no way in my life I would have just run that without a vocal warm-up.
That's confidence, isn't it? That's confidence.
It certainly is. Right,
Crowd are right behind him, though.
Let's get back to business. It's a massive game here. Second on the ladder, 11-5, the Hutchins Lions. The DOSA Roosters, 14-2, ended up first on the ladder. The two best sides this season in the Old Scholars will do battle here in the final game of the year. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Excited. Here, Hutchins are full strength too now. Not one player injured. They had a couple of injuries during the week that they managed to get up. So boys are very confident.
Right, well, confidence is one thing. Coming to a game to play is another. Hutchins won the Rezzies a little earlier, Salad.
Cracking game too, I heard.
Was a ripper. Hutchins, last time they played in a grand final was 2020. They lost to OHA. The ball is aloft and we are underway here at North Hobart Oval. Reeve wins it down first. Burberry hard at the footy. Coming in hard was McCulloch. Come out now the back. Here's a chance as the Hutchins boys go forward. Reeling around is Balcom, looks towards goal. Bouncing ball at the back, off the ground, across the face of goal. Misses everything.
Geez, he looked good there too. It looked like it was going to be the nice nerve settler right at the start there. Just got too much on it.
Yeah, Sean Willis was the one. Kicks it across the face of goal. I reckon if he'd left it, it'd have bounced through Salad. Boundary thrown again. Reeve had his jumper tug, punched away nicely. Out the back, here's a chance for Grubb. Pops it on the boot. Burberry down behind play. Dosa trapped the footy nicely. Dodging 1-2, can't get past it. Jones, that's holding the footy. Franks pops it on the boot. Nice long kick down to forward. Barwick underneath the footy, tapping it away there. Good effort shown by the Lions. Cottier dives on the footy. Umpire says, give it to me, we'll ball it up. Hot start early, Sal.
Yeah, I suppose that's what you expect, wouldn't you? So far, I expect a few hard hits probably off the play.
Al Corso gathers the footy and happy to see it across the line. Boundary throw in. Just straight at the footy, Big Johnson. Kicked out by McCulloch, will be out on the full free kick to Al Corso. Al Corso wheels around, plays on, sends it long inside forward 50. At the back, 1-2 grab. Bit of friendly fire there for the Roosters. Willis in a hot spot. Handball comes out. Now McCulloch. Third kick in as many minutes. Nice mark by Wilson. Wilson goes all the way back to Burberry. Former Geelong star. Sends a worm burner to Franks. Franks plays on. Got his kick smothered by Burberry. Hardy got his handball away. Davies tackled. Little dinky kick, dragged it back in. Jones caught holding the footy. Umpire says no, ball up. What are you seeing out there, Salad?
At the moment, I think DOSA have done a good job to just soak up the pressure at the moment. They've set up well behind the ball. It's obviously getting played in one half of the ground just at this early stage of the first quarter.
McCulloch out to Hardy. Hardy looks around. There's a man deep. Got an extra player behind the ball here. Running the ball down is Loveless. Loveless sends it long. This will be mopped up as easy as you like. Burberry going back with the flight. Al Corso short if he wants. He decides against that. Has a bounce from the pocket. Sends it long towards Davies. Davies worked the body beautifully. Will it stay in for him? It does. Bounces up. Has a bounce. Probably unnecessarily. Drives it inside forward 50. It's not the best kick. Willis. That was out on the full. And the umpire saw it.
Not much in it. Maybe half a foot. Came off the side of the boot just a little and just missed his man.
So Burberry starting on the ball and now just floating into the back pocket area. Crick takes the mark.
Looks like they're trying to play Burberry as that quarterback role across the back line there. He doesn't have a man at the moment. Obviously trying to use his foot skills to set up play.
Hardy with a tackle. Burrows, Cheng tackled hard. Beautiful tackle by Lovelace. It'll be his free kick, holding the footy. Incorrect disposal. Lovelace handballs off to Crick. Crick pops it up. Our Corso going back with a flight. Just put his cymbals up and got a push in the back. No, it's going to the Roosters. Gee.
It's unnecessary there, wasn't it? 2-on-1.
Curtin will take the free kick. Curtin wheels around, plays on, didn't have the journey in him. Floating back with a flight. That's a good punch away by Noy. And we'll see a ball in. Scores level with 4 minutes and a half gone. Out of the ruck, it's taken nicely by Holmes towards goal for a behind. First score of the game goes to DOSA. Burberry brings the ball out, just pushes past Curtin as easy as you like, then sends the ball to the centre of North Hobart Oval. Punch from behind was good. Smothered, Hollingsworth was the one that did the defence. Out the back, Gavalis pops it on the boot. Big fly from behind from Grubb. Now a chance, wheeling around. That was good from Balcom. Which way does this go? It goes out of bounds on the full. Nearly hits Jungle's drum. And it'll be a free kick going to Grubb. Grubb with a short one. Finds Jones. Jones back to Grubb. Grubb short. Out wide. Finds Crick. Crick again with a short one. Trying to find Peacock. Couldn't quite. Here he is again. Driving the ball forward, Burberry. 1-2 grab. Nice mark taken by Burgess.
Are you surprised, Tubes, that they don't have a man in Burberry's back pocket? Seems to be floating around by himself, racking them up at will at the moment.
I don't know who you'd run with him. That's the problem. Burgess will go back from kicking. Here's the strong grab. It was beautiful stuff floating across by Burgess. He'll kick from about 48 metres, if that line is true. He wheels around. Touch. Jones is saying touch. No. Looks through from behind. Scores 11. Long kick out. Nice mark taken by the Roosters. Crick it is. Down the line, good fist came late from Larry Owen, and he forces it across the line for a boundary throw-in. I think if you dose a Salad, you just let them play their game to start with and maybe send someone to him at the end. He seems to be playing by himself down there.
Yeah, it looks like DOSA are playing one more at the contest with Hutchins having Burberry at the back loose. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
At the moment, it looks like Sam Peacock has gone to Burberry. And Sam Peacock has Charlie White on him as well as Burberry. Mitch Reeve out of the ruck. Good ruck contest. Now out the back from McCulloch. He taps it on, kicks it off the ground. Plays into Peacock's hands. Peacock with a handball over the top. Chasing after it's Hay. He manages to get the footy. Handballs over to Wilson. Wilson hot on his hammer as McCulloch of the Jack variety. That's a good tackle. Caught one high there to Green, but it'll be a free kick going to the Roosters. Popping it over the top. Holmes with strength. Now we know he's a beautiful kick of the footy. After playing TSL last year, he's come back to the club. His old man played a lot of football. You remember Homer? He used to play at DOSA, Salad, when we used to play.
Long time ago.
He's a terrifying unit, his old man, but a lovely bloke off the field. In comes Noah Holmes towards goal. And that is an absolutely magnificent kick through for a goal. The Roosters hit the scoreboard first with a major. They lead 1-1-7 to Hutchins, 1 behind. What a kick.
Amazing kick, wasn't it? Never any problem with the distance. If you look at the size of those legs, he was always going to get at the distance.
God, he's like his old man, isn't he? I remember Homer being about 4 foot taller than that too, though.
He's a big man.
A lovely fella, his old man.
It's a nice nerve settler, isn't it? 7 minutes in.
And considering all the play was with Hutchins, it's a good little settler, as you say, Salad. 9 minutes, 25 gone in the first term of the Old Scholars Grand Final. Out it comes. McCulloch left it behind. Didn't get a free kick against. Burberry off the ground. Bouncing ball here now. Pushed under the footy. There was Balcom. Going back to get it. James Green. The umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up. Kingston comes on for his first run of the game. Reeves up against Johnston. Burberry with a big tackle. Umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up. Georgie Gavlas a little bit upset with the treatment he's received off the ball. No one really wanted the footy. Jones, though, got it. Drove it forward. Good mark taken here by Midson. Looks up, nothing doing. He goes towards Hardy. Sending the ball long. Hardy from a couple back. Oh, Holmes with strength. Wheels around quickly. Sends it inside forward 50. Bouncing ball over the back. Who's down there? O'Brien can't quite get a hold of the footy. They all just dive on it, and it's punched and tapped away. Umpire circling, holding the ball. Be a free kick against Noy, who's at the bottom of the pack. They just jumped on them, the Roosters. And it'll be Loveless to go back and have a shot on goal directly in front.
Almost a free kick given away earlier there with Burberry. Just missed contact there. He wasn't looking at the ball at all, but he did look like he pulled that in there, didn't he?
That one's such a hard one, Salad. In comes Loveless. And he's just snuck it in. The Roosters are away. Hot start by the boys in maroon, yellow and black. Not to be confused with magenta, yellow and black, Salad. That one's only just snuck in. DOSA lead 2-1-13 to Hutchins, zip 1-1. This is the start I think the Roosters need.
I think so too.
Davies on the sideline having a spell.
And they've probably had less of the play, really, haven't they? Hutchins had a bit more of the ball. They just haven't been able to convert.
Reeve against Johnson. Reeve with the 1-2. Johnson just doing the butter-up work. Now Reeve goes in through. Coming through with the little push there was Midson. Reeve again wins it down, looking for McCulloch. Can't quite get it out. Gavlis just dropped the footy like a hot spud. Wilson spins around, throws it on the boot. Punched away nicely by Crick. Out the back. Chance now for Burrows Cheng, who throws it on the boot. Driving it forward, out the back. Now, here we go. Hutchins through Bryant, over the top. Kingston, goal.
Fantastic, been on the field all of about a minute and a half there, Hamish Kingston, and puts the first one on the board for Hutchins.
And I'll tell you what, he's fired up. Big Mish. There's a bloke who loves a bit of white line fever. Bryant with a handball over the top. I'll tell you what, he loves it. Watch this.
Loving it. One of only two blokes out there that actually didn't go to Hutchins on the Hutchins team.
Yeah. Is that right? Two blokes didn't go to Hutchins. He's one of them.
The rest of the team are all Hutchins Old Scholars.
Hutchins trail by 6 points. Back in the middle. Reeve wins it down. Burberry, hot tackle on him. Coming through again was Midson like a little bulldozer. And we'll see a ball up. He's pretty angry, Midson. I'd be angry too if I had that haircut. Right, I'll just do it down. I'm going to get in trouble for that. Clark wheeling around. I don't mean anything by it, Midson. And that's the mark to Balcom. Well,
big kicking from just inside the 50 here, probably about 48 out. What do you think, Tubes? Has he got the wheels?
Well, he made the Old Scholars Team of the Year, so I reckon he's got it in him. Drives it toward goal, just tugged it a little too far, through from behind. Bit of chirp going on in the wet area underneath. Barwick to bring it back in. Might be keeping it away from this. Oh, not that bloke. That's a good kick in the end. It's a nice mark taken by Reeve. Johnston is the one I'd keep it away from. Hardy flies high, takes the mark. He's got a man inside forward 50. Drives it in that direction. Burberry, eyes on the footy. Goes one, couldn't quite take the second grab. Wilson, big tackle, holding the footy. Ooh. Sam Frost.
Not sure how he didn't get a high tackle there.
Well, he ducked over the footy, I guess, Salad. Then didn't try and get rid of it. Let's have a look. Got the footy there. Not sure where the prior is. And I'm certain he's got an arm around his neck. Hot on it, the umpires, but that's okay as long as it's going both ways. Frost. Weren't happy with the replay on the screen. Frost just fades this one and it's fisted across the line from behind. Hutchins, 1-2-8, trail DOSA, 2-2-14, 6 points the margin. Burberry to bring it in. Oh, that's holding the footy. That's got to be, no, umpire says play on. Great effort from DOSA. There are 3-on-2 here. Burberry now, with time and space, runs into 3 Roosters. Connier with strength, popped it on the boot, just gets it away, down towards Symbols, Al Corso. Al Corso with strength, gives it off to a teammate in Charlie White. They drive it inside forward 50. Barwick. Team of the century player, team of the century, team of the year, Ben Reeve just got it away. Now there's a little bit going on behind play between Reeve and Co as the mark's taken out wide. Clark pops it up to Franks, who didn't get a fresh fade for the grand final. Nice fist came away. Johnson gets it on the boot. Bouncing ball out the back for Barwick. Gets past one, got his handball away. Finds a teammate in Smith. Smith's kick should be chopped off by Kingston. It is. Oh, a little bit of a head massage come late from Reeve. Wasn't it all Reeve, it was O'Brien.
How can I give away the 50 there?
How can I get those two mixed up? Kingston sends it long, inside forward 50. White at the back, throw a boot at it down there, did Burgess. It's gone through from behind, rushed. How's the head massage here? Boom, O'Brien. Kicked out wide here. Grubb. Burrows, Cheng was closing, didn't quite get hands on the footy. Holmes with a little bit of body work. Got his handball away, scooped out the back here, trying hard again. There was Midson, couldn't quite get it away though. Handball came out the back. Numbers here with the Roosters. Burrows, Cheng doing what he does. Tackle without the footy was Jones. Umpire saw it, free kick. Jones with a short one. Finds Clark. Clark sends the ball long. Burberry just sits underneath this one. Flying across the front was Peacock. The handball came back. Now a chance for Owen. Owen got it off to Davies, but his kick's no good. It finds McCulloch. There'll be a free kick though. Going to Clark for a push off the ball. Clark sends it long down towards Kingston, but chopping it off nicely was Barwick. Good player. Braden Barwick. His kick out towards Franks, flying high though. Good mark, Griggs. Billy Griggs plays on. Short one, looking for McCulloch. He got the ball, McCulloch, but then got pushed across the line, and it's a boundary throw-in. Nearly 19 minutes gone in the first term. Hutchins 139, trail DOSA 2-2-14. Davies got it off. Franks, handballs over the top. A string of handballs here for the Lions. Back to Davies from Burrows Cheng. Davies with a dinky kick out wide, finds Hay. Hay running down the line. Long kick deep inside forward 50. DOSA's Roosters are going to get there first. Handball was high, a little bit of a hospital hand pass. Getting it away though was Lapham. Lapham's kick only finds Will Hay in the opposition's colours, and he'll go back and have a shot from outside 50. Will Hay sends it long. They'll fly Kingston at the back goal. Well, there you go. Hamish Kingston puts the Lions in front by a point. 2-3-15. Hutchins lead DOSA 2-2-14.
Two from the same spot for Kingston. Right on the goal line both times.
It's almost unforgivable to leave a man by himself down there.
Yeah, they won't be happy with that.
Doesn't he love it? Almost like a replay, Salad.
You can see Marcus Davies is trying to get himself into the game a bit. He was probably quiet early, but he's running hard from the spread here. Involved a couple of times setting up that play there.
Back in the middle. Holmes having a run in the ruck now. Got it off Peacock. His kick goes deep inside forward 50. Nice work by Hay. Hay handballs up to Cottier. Cottier clears the ball out wide. Finding Green. Green just ran into trouble. The handball came over the top. Johnson going one way, then the other. That's Hugh Johnson. Crick clearing the ball. Holmes flew at the footy and forgot to catch it. Quick kick forward by Davies. Balcom did a bit of body work off the footy. Bounced over the Crick. Crick with an interesting kick. Looking for a teammate here wide. This one beats him across the line. I think that's Frost. It is. Boundary throw-in. Johnson wins it down. Frost got it away. Now a chance for Holmes. If it sits for him, it's okay. Now Loveless ran into Noy. Big tackle. Right in front of the Hutchins faithful, and that'll fire up the boys in the magenta and black.
Umpire is pretty hot on the holding the balls here.
Here it is. Take a look at this. This is a hard hit. Bang. Yeah, you're right. Where was the prior opportunity? But they're doing it both ways, so that's okay. Good mark. Taken by Smith. Smith looks up. He's got O'Brien in the middle if he wants. He decides against that and goes long. Down towards Holmes. Holmes just can't quite get there. Peacock rides one into the back. Umpire says, give it to me. Johnson wins it down. Green wrapped up in a tackle by Holmes. We'll see a ball up. Just getting a little tired here, the players, Salad.
Yeah, I suppose the nerves have probably been worn out now. They've gone hard early in the first quarter.
O'Brien got the handball all the way back. Now a little banana from Lapham. Burberry had it on the string.
He's definitely holding him together back there, Burberry, isn't he?
Well, he's playing by himself, so he should be someone of impressive talent. Franks, his kick out wide, handballed over the top. Was good. Our Corso with a worm burner finds a man down there in Bryant, and Bryant will go back and have a shot at goal.
Had to mark it to save his chin there.
It was coming pretty hot, wasn't it? So Harrison Bryant will kick from about 35, you'd think. To give Hutchins an extension of their lead out to 7 points. Don't like the way he's waving the ball all over the place there, Salad. In fact, it's out on the full.
Much a classic setup for a goal.
Short kick on. Finds Barwick. I'll tell you what, I'm not kicking it straight up the line here because George Burberry is all by himself. Hardy flew high. Franks tackle without the footy. Umpire saw it. That's why you wear the long sleeves, don't you, Franksy? Just to get a free kick. Franks goes all the way back to Hay. Closing well was Kirk. Franks by himself again if he wants. Instead decides against that. Goes longer, further still towards Cottier and co. Nice strong mark by Clark.
Great hands.
Oh, how's the camera right there? And he had a little look there too, didn't he? A bit of me time for Jamie Clark. Sends the ball long up the wing. Fisted away nicely by Crick. And the only person that loves a bit more camera time than Jamie Clark is the bloke behind me, Jared Lawler. That bloke there, he just loves it. Look down the barrel if you want, Jared. Yeah, give him something for your fans, Jared. Ball in, inside forward 50 for Hutchins. Quick clearing kick was okay. Our Corso tried to use the symbols to pick it up. Now left it behind him. Franks, a little bit of pace shown here by Clark. Has a bounce through the middle of North Hobart Oval. Can go all the way if he wants. Sends a high little chip kick. Just didn't have the journey. Needed the drive up when he pulled out the wedge.
I wanted that to go through. The mullet was flowing beautifully behind him.
Sensational. Hey, his kick is good. Finds Gavlas. Burrows Cheng saying go. Long kick. Couldn't quite take the mark, Clark. It wasn't Clark at all. It was Burgess. Cottier. Caught. Holding the footy. Umpire said play on. Barwick with a fist. And there goes the siren. So quarter time here at North Hobart Oval. It's a hot contest. Hutchins 2-3-15 lead. Dosa 2-2-14. Goal kickers for the Lions. 2 to Hamish Kingston. And for the Roosters, 1 to Harry Lovelace and 1 absolute beauty to Noah Holmes. How did you see that first quarter, Salad?
I thought it was a really enjoyable first quarter. Both teams going hard at it, having a crack. Some of the skills setting up out our Hutchins backline are really, really impressive when they're crossing play. But probably Dosa are a bit more efficient going inside 50, so nice even game so far.
I just feel like Hutchins have had the majority of the play, but the backline has been sensational from the Roosters. I think they're well set up down there. I think Ben Crick's playing a ripper game. I think Barwick's having a good go of it. Lapham's had a fair bit of it too. And my man, with the Moulet running through the middle there, Tom Clark could have had a ripper just to put a little bit of distance on the game.
Would have been a great way to end the quarter.
Yeah, to fill them up with a bit of energy. Let's take a look at the highlights from that term, thanks to Murdoch Clark. That was the first goal of the game to Noah Holmes, and wasn't it an absolute beauty? He loved it too, big homer. And Lovelace got a free kick. Maybe dubious call as far as the free kick goes, but Lovelace was there, and he got it, and he made no mistake. Then over the back, doing a bit of cherry picking, Hamish Kingston. So bang. Goal. Come and visit me at Uncle Albie in Sorrel, he said. And then again, it was almost like a replay. The kick came in from Hay. Same place, same time. Hamish Kingston. He got them up and about. 1 point the margin here at North Hobart Oval. We'll take a quick break, grab ourselves a glass of water, and we'll be right back with the second term of the Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final here at North Hobart Oval. My name's Tubes Taylor. I'll be joined by Salad Roberts in just a few moments. Stick around, we'll be right back. Second term about to get underway here at North Hobart Oval in the 2022 Grand Final of the Old Scholars Football Association. Thanks to Murdoch Clark. Quick shout out to big bully Ellen DeGeneres, Matt Wright in Melbourne, who's watching with a few mates. Josh Hall is watching on the live stream. Good morning, or good afternoon, Hawley. Dan Gray is watching, Nick Grubb and Mark Kempster. A couple of real angry units there, Salad. If you'd like a shout out, head along to @TubesTubesTubes on Twitter. I'll give you a shout out here on the Old Scholars live stream. A lot of people chirping about Jared Lawler's flex on the live stream.
Is that what you'd call it, a flex?
Well, they're like knots in cotton, those muscles, aren't they, Salad? Ruck contest here in the second term. Johnson comes out with it. The big pumpkin sends it forward to Balcom with strength in front of Lapham. How about the Jukes? He's been working a bit harder on his biceps than Jared Lawler, that's for sure.
Lovely mark to start second quarter there. Quick centre clearance, and the forward, as usual, on his bike early.
In comes Balcom. Balcom didn't like it off the boot, and it's a behind. He's kicked 2 behinds. He's certainly not got his kicking boots on today. Ball's brought out. Fist from behind from Johnson. Loveless with a clever kick over the top, looking for Culloch. Culloch taps it on and running through with pace. Here comes Barwick. Barwick's kick goes long and deep. Hardy in the right spot, can't quite get there. Arriving late was Holmes, punched across the line for a boundary throw-in. What do you think the message is at quarter time there, Salad?
I think both camps have been relatively happy. I think it was pretty close that first quarter. Both teams going in hard, filling each other out. So I don't think there'd be too much need for panic from either side.
Yeah, I think DOSA would be pretty happy. I felt like their back six really held firm there. Holmes. Quick kick forward by McCulloch, goes through from behind. That is Jack McCulloch. Long kick. McCulloch sits underneath this one. They all flew high. Quick kick by Balcom off the ground. Now umpire pulls out a free kick. Someone screamed out no. Barwick will take the kick. Right in the middle of North Hobart Oval. That's going to be called back. Not sure why. Because the kick was supposed to go to Loveless. Loveless looks up, goes to Grubb. Almost like he wanted to in the first place. Grubb comes out wide to Smith. Smith's kick. Long. Oh, Holmes was ridden as if he was the bull at the rodeo. Inside forward 50, just kept inside for a boundary throw-in. Let's just go through a highlight from the first quarter, Salad. Peter G on the national anthem. There, that was outstanding.
What do you reckon his bill is? It's probably just gone up.
It's just gone up by a lot, I reckon. Holmes wins it down. Struggled for a kick there. Quick kick came out. Here's a chance for the mullet in Clark. Bending it, not enough.
It's looked lively, hasn't he, Clark? He's running those wings really strongly. Maybe it's the mullet. Brings the attention.
The power of the haircut. Midson had played well, speaking of haircuts, in that first term. Just trying to give the Roosters a little bit of something. Burberry brings the ball out. Punched away by Holmes. Jumping on it was Jones. Out the back, Symbols Al Corso. Can't quite get it away. Johnson of the Hugh variety. Got it out now. Scoopy kick finds Burgess. That's holding the footy. Good tackle laid by Clark. Clark looks up. He goes across the face of goal. Finds McCulloch. Beg your pardon, it was Reeve. Into the pocket. Hardy came through with strength. Bouncing up is Franks. Davies, a little bit of push and shove. Not going to get a free kick for just falling over Marcus, says the umpire. Push their ball up right in front of the Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tube sign. That's a Triple M sign. Make it about me. Ball in. Holmes couldn't quite get it. Johnson came over the top. Davies trying to get a free kick. Burberry couldn't quite. McCulloch trying hard. Clark at the bottom of the pack. Umpire circling. Ball up.
A little bit of push and shove out there. The boys are starting to fire up a little bit. Expect nothing else in the grand final though, do we?
Tapping it away. McCulloch on hands and knees. Tried to scoop it out. O'Brien got tackled hard by Balcombe. Umpire calls holding the footy. Great tackle. Balcombe to Davies. Davies had Burrows Cheng running for him, decided against giving it to him. Goes longer still. Cottier. Cottier looks up, a nice lead from Willis. Goes in that direction and takes it as easy as you like in the breadbasket. Short one's on here, it's chopped off by Crick. Just trying to be a little too cute there, Sean Willis. Now the umpire says play on. Crick going across the face of goal. Dangerous. Reeve did really well. Oh, Candy from the big man. Then he just throws it on the boot. That's a good kick down towards Peacock. Peacock looks up. Nothing doing, so short one's on for Loveless. Finds him. Loveless again short. To Griggs. Griggs back to Loveless. Loveless looks up and throws it on the boot. Davies will wrap this one up. Davies across the face of goal. Bouncing ball. Tapped away, nicely done by Clark. Back now. Marshall goes inboard, finds O'Brien. O'Brien with a nice kick, only as far as Hay though. Holmes just couldn't get to the front. Hay gives it off. Umpires asks him to come back on his mark, please. Burberry. A little bit upset because he was
not sure why he wouldn't just call play on rather than making him come back. But anyway.
Hay going along. Loveless giving chase with Franks. Franks doing well with the body. Loveless got on hold. Now back for Griggs. Griggs with a handball along the line. Stays inside somehow. Jones with a short one. Finds O'Brien. O'Brien looks up. McCulloch in the middle. Decides against that. Looks long towards Hardy. Hardy and Peacock fly. Oh, big fly from... Is that Burberry? Somehow he landed with a foot in his arms. Balcombe with a free kick. No, umpire says it'll be a free kick to you, McCulloch. No, it'll go to Hardy. Hardy throws it on the boot in the Holmes direction. Holmes strong, couldn't quite take the mark. Smart stuff here, was trying hard, was Curtin. We'll go back and get it again, Curtin. Can't quite get a hold of this time. Frost trying hard. This one's tackled, holding the footy. Who's tackling who there, Salad?
Yeah, they've been consistent, haven't they? They've been hot on it, but they've been consistent for both teams.
Louis Noy will take the free kick. Maybe that should have been 50. Threw it in his ankles. So, Lewis Noy. Ooh, that's... He fell down there. Umpire's pulled a free kick out going to the Roosters. Doran gave it off to Marshall. Marshall's kick is high, flying. Scrappy stuff here. Balcombe came out with the foot. Is that holding the ball? No, it was Larry Owen. Umpire says give it to me. I'll ball it up. Deep inside the forward 50 for the Roosters. McCulloch came through. Quick kick by Wilson. Loveless doesn't have the footy, he's being held on. Hay got it out wide, Wilson kept running. Which way does the ball bounce? Loveless came after it. Owen tried to get the handball away. Now Loveless gets a chance. The handball was good from Barwick. Inside forward 50, bouncing ball behind. So they're peppering at the moment. DOSA just hitting the lead. It's a low-scoring match. Balcombe got it away. Happy to see it across the line. It's Hugh Johnson. battle. Reeve wins it down only as far as Davies. Davies got met by Bowcom. Maybe a push in the back. No, umpire said play on. Davies arrived. Through was my man, Midson. I like his aggression around the footy. Reeve. Here he comes, Midson. Can't get past Al Corso. Al Corso's handball was good. Burberry through the middle of North Hobart Oval, down towards Kingston with strength.
Beautiful mark, wasn't it? Yeah, just used the body, stopped on his opponent, pushed back hard into him and just kept enough space there to come back at it. Lovely
See on the replay here, Kingston was strong. Nice extension of the arms, go Gadget. It's a bit much though, the old, what's his name? The Velvet Sledgehammer. He's an Essendon fan too, Hamish Kingston. In he comes, a kick from right on the paint. It's a beautiful kick off the boot. Has he got it? He does.
Loves it. Kicks
Three goals for Hamish Kingston. And after all the attack for the Roosters, it's a 5-point margin in favour of Hutchins. They lead 3-4-22 DOSA, 2-5-17. Gee, it was a magic kick.
Beautiful kick, wasn't it? It'd be disappointing for DOSA. They had all the play there for about 5 minutes, but just could not put the goal on the board. And then it swung up, as it often does, and straight away goal to the opposition.
And it started with that string of handballs that got into the arms of Burberry. Scrappy here. Johnson came out with it. Gavalis gets it on the boot. Bowcom works to the front of the pack. Here's a chance now. Handball came back to Bowcom. Bowcom wheels around, bouncing ball. Which way does it go? It hits the post.
So Kingston kicked 3 goals and Bowcom's kicked 3 points.
It was actually Larry Owen, so apologies there. Both a couple of, well, closet blood nuts. Barwick. Big tackle laid on Hudson. Umpire's called holding the footy. Barwick will take the free kick.
A lot of players on the side of the ground that they're kicking to here. It's going to be hard to get through there.
Certainly is.
Defending the switch though, Hutchins as well, so really making it difficult here for the Roosters.
Jones sends it down the line. Strong mark taken by Holmes. Holmes throws it on the boot. Inside forward 50, bouncing ball. Burrows Cheng taps it in front. Smart work. Just kept after the footy. I like it. Kingston now. Got his handball towards Noy. Noy back towards Burrows Cheng. Burrows Cheng wheels around. It's all DOSA down here. They just need to make a contest alliance. 2 DOSA players just jump in front of each other. Now a chance for Bowcom. Inside forward 50. Here's a chance for Franks. Franks unselfishly off to Burberry. Burberry goal. (4-4-28). The Lions lead the Roosters 2-5-17. 12.5 minutes gone in the second term. Well, they just had numbers running towards the footy. Look, it was a raffle there, Salad.
It was. It broke down there at the half forward there for the Roosters, and obviously couldn't set up quick enough in defence. That's what happens.
Here's what I'm doing right now. I'm saying to Brendan Midson, hey, Brendan, come here. Follow that bloke on screen around. Wherever he goes, you go with him. Brendan Midson, that's the job. If I'm coach, but then again, I don't know much. Nice handball from Willis. Johnson sends it inside forward 50 again, and a strong grab, 1, 2, 3 for Henry Johnson.
Yes, it's getting a bit ugly here in just this last 5 minutes here for the Roosters.
Working it out nice, aren't they, Sally? Comes Henry Johnson. They call him Pinhead. That's a bit of a rough name, I suppose, because the other one's, that's a garbage hit.
Genuinely ugly off the boot there.
Yeah. missed a point. Apologies. It's 4-6. 30. Hutchins lead. Strong mark taken by Burrows-Cheng. Handballed off to Burberry, who didn't know he was getting it. Now, through with pace comes Clark. Throws it on the boot. Boy, so good. Just reads the play so well. He's got Hay across the face of goal if he wants. Decides against that, goes short to Franks. Billy Griggs arrives late. Short one, Burberry. How much has he had of it? Goodness me. Burberry. No one at home. So out they come the Roosters. O'Brien. Just a little bit too much on it there. Clark, Cottier, kick forward. Now a chance for Johnson. Johnson gets wrapped up in a tackle, got his kick away just. Smart touch there by Willis, who got it over to Bryant. Sends towards goal, stays in. Oh my goodness, he's got 4. Hamish Kingston's kicked 4 goals. 4 out of the 5 goals for Hamish Kingston. He's fired up too.
He certainly is. I think Brian will be pretty happy to kick the goal there, because I don't know how he missed that from 15 metres out.
No, I don't know how he missed it either. Just stays in the contest. No one runs with him. And his strength was sensational. And he says to the Coliseum, "Are you entertained?" Look at him fired up, Hamish Kingston.
Not bad at all. 4 goals in the first half of the grand final. I think you'd take that.
Well, if he's not best on now, it's a raffle between him and George Burberry. Johnson out of the ruck, Burberry just tapping it on. Clark through like a freight train. They need something here, the Roosters. Trying to trap the footy down there was Green. Out the back, they've got numbers here everywhere. McCulloch got his handball away. That's a clever handball, looking for O'Brien. Cottier arrived on him. Griggs off the boot there. Franks out on the foot. No, ball in.
Great tackle there from Burberry. Pressure on very quickly there for the Hutchins boys. What do you think here, Tubes? What do DOSA need to do to get themselves back in this quarter?
Like I said, I just think they need a little bit of aggression around the footy. They need someone to win a contest. I'd think about putting Barwick in there, maybe. They just need a spark, and I've seen this many, many times in grand finals. Clark wins it around the corner. Bouncing ball, they need a little bit of luck. Maybe it starts here. They also need to start hitting target salad. Franks, Burberry, tried to get it away, couldn't quite. Franks arrived late, jumping on the footy umpire circle and ball up. I just feel like they need something around the footy. They need some hard hits or something. A bit of luck. McCulloch from 50 couldn't quite get his kick away. Hay arrived late. Hardy with a wheel around. They also need to just settle. Hay with the wrong foot, wrong hand. Which way is he going? Bouncing ball. Stays in. Foss.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Tubes. They look a little rushed at the moment, and the turnovers seem to be hurting them. It's where Hutchins is scoring from. Turnovers through the middle in particular. Hard to do in a grand final, but just need to find a way to find their composure.
Here's a chance now. They've got it. Jones, short one. Who's it to? Holmes. Is it a mark? Play on's the call. The umpire says that was a bump ball.
Don't mind seeing a replay of that one.
I'm sure we will. Davies just getting in the face of a younger opponent there. Holmes out of the ruck, just threw it away. Hardy. Umpire saw it. Yeah, bump ball. Bump ball, I think, on the replay. Johnson, Noy, Burberry. Great defensive work. Oh, he's kicked
good goal. Crowd loved it.
Crowd did love it. They're still 18 points behind.
Oh.
Umpire saying
Deliberate.
deliberate. So, take that off the scoreboard. Let's take a look at the replay. Burberry's gone back. Well, I'm not sure how that's deliberate. Umpires are just having a little bit of a muck around here.
Maybe they're saying George Burberry is far too good a kick to miss that.
Gee, Damon Curtin's pretty keen to have the kick. I'd be giving it to Noah Holmes. Yep, well done. You know who it should have been, Sal? It should have been Sam Peacock, because he was hot on it. But I tell you what, there's not many better kicks than Noah Holmes. We've seen him kick a beauty. Well, confusion reigns here at North Hobart Oval.
Really need this one, don't they, the DOSA boys?
Not sure why it's come all the way back here, Salad. In comes Holmes. Oh, gee, that's
kick.
a magic kick. Absolutely ripping kick from Noah Holmes. Goodness me, he's kicked two absolute beauties. The margin back to 13 points after a confusing decision there, Salad.
I still don't really know what happened, Tubes.
Well, he's rushed it through from outside 10, is what the rule technically is, right?
So where do you get the free kick from? They're saying he kicked it.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a free kick, it should be right in front.
That's what I thought.
So Noah Holmes has just said to the umpire, I don't care where you give me the free kick.
I'll kick it from
slam
anywhere,
it home from angles that Fev's never kicked them from. Unbelievable stuff from Noah Holmes. Margin back to 13 points. Wow, we're away. Again, McCulloch. Davies arrived.
Davies just throwing a bit of weight around there. A few little
Then
jumper
he'll try and
punches
get a
as he was
free
getting
kick
up.
too. Marcus Davies. I like it. Gavlis threw it away. Clever touch. Burberry couldn't get past Barwick. Now a chance for Burgess, who throws it on the boot, punched across the line for a boundary throw-in. Would like to give away a goal here, DOSA.
No, that goal they've just got managed to just stem the bleeding a little bit, so you certainly wouldn't want to give up a quick one now.
Here they go. Short kick. Out wide. Trying to find Frost.
He's got nobody to kick it to down the line here.
It's a 4-on-1. And it's my man. Oh, he couldn't quite get it, Midson. Burrows Cheng sends it long. Fist came from behind. Crick happy to see it across the line for a ball in.
DOSA boys flooding back there just to take up all the space, but it means the outlet kick's tough one.
Reeves should take this out. He can't. Balcom from the pocket. Fisted across the line. Four behind. 14 points the margin. Barwick. I find it interesting. He's got tats all up the left leg. Probably because he's a left footer. Lapham. Gets called to play on. Finds Griggs. But why no tats on the right leg? Braden.
Just one at a time, saving a few dollars.
Wilson. He sends it long, inside forward 50. Who's at home? No one in particular. Crick gets a handball over to Smith. Smith with a rushed kick. Bounces down towards Reeve. Reeve throws it on the boot. Real high up and under. Who's at home? No one in particular. Now McCulloch drives it inside forward 50. Here's a chance. If the Roosters can get there first, it's a 2-on-1. The one does okay. Well done, Lewis Noy. Got it off to Owen. Owen going back with a fight. Midson. Oh, courage. My man. Throws it on the boot. Big fly, Burberry came in, Hardy got it out now. Holmes gets past Davies, well protected of the area. Got it just to kick away. No chance here. Franks has a bounce. Then uses his pace to get past McCulloch. Jones flew high. Reeve arrived. Crick dives on the footy. Umpire circles, ball up. 25 minutes ticking over. Shout out to Patrick Midson, who's watching at home. Reckons I'm spot on and trying to get someone to follow Burberry around. Gavlis throws it on the boot. Willis arrives, can't quite get it. Wasn't Willis at all. Diving on the footy, Burrows Cheng doing well. Burrows in. And now the umpire circles for a ball up. What's wrong with that?
Like a tubes, Burrows Chen burrowing in. Very nice. Great contest at the ball there too. Both players just going in hard, at eyes only for the ball.
Gavlis back to Burrows Cheng. Throws it on the boot. Who's at home? Hamish Kingston going with the flight. Fist came from behind. Umpire pulled out a free kick going to Barwick. He's got a fair bit of ink on that leg too.
It's a lot.
Braden Barwick. Lapham. Short one. Barwick. A little bit of keepings off here at the moment. Short kick is dangerous. No one really wanted the footy there, Salad. It comes back to Franks. Franks short. It's a good kick to Clark. Wonder if he'll look down the barrel of the camera this time. Check if he looks up to the big screen. He doesn't. He wheels on. Throws it on the boot. Long kick deep inside forward 50. Barwick at the back. Nice fist from behind. Who's on Balcom? No one. Bends it around. Beauty! Finally, Tom Balcom gets his first goal after kicking 3 straight points and extends that lead for Hutchins.
He was due, wasn't he, Tubes? He's looked pretty dangerous down there. A couple of nice grabs and always busy around the feet. So it was only a matter of time by the look of things before he was going to put one through the middle.
Good areas. Good kick. He's had 3 set shots and missed them all. He just needed one. Needed a bit of pressure on him. He loves it, Tom Balcom. I think they've given Sam Peacock the job on Burberry. The ball comes up. They move the ball through Johnson. Balcom hard at the footy. Lapham smart. Basketball work. McCulloch gathers the footy beautifully. Then just sends a little chip up. Hardy arrives late. Big fly from Hay. Can't quite get it. Hardy got it up. Noy caught one high. Umpire saw it. Just a little overzealous from Kurt. He's upset with himself. Noy. McCulloch under the footy. Courage. Clearing kick didn't go anywhere. McCulloch tried the same in the opposition's colours. Diving on the ball. Umpire circling ball up right on half-time here at North Hobart Oval. It is a 20-point margin in favour of Hutchins. Hutchins lead 6-7-43 to DOSA 3-5-23. Goal kickers for the Lions. It's a 4-pack to Hamish Kingston up to half-time, and then singles to George Burberry and Tom Balcom. Then the DOSA Roosters, 2 to Noah Holmes and 1 to Harry Lovelace. 20-point margin, Salad. How have you seen the first half?
Yeah, I think obviously Hutchins got on top quite well in that last half of that second quarter. I think the first half actually DOSA probably had the play but just couldn't put the score on the board. So I think the Hutchins boys will be very happy with how that's gone. And DOSA coaches are going to have a good think about how they set up, I think.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Salad. A 20-point margin in favour of Hutchins, 6-7-43, lead DOSA 3-5-23. Let's take a look at the highlights from the second quarter. This is actually the first goal of the game. Noah Holmes from the pocket was an absolute ripper. Nathan Hardy didn't think much of it, but I'll tell you what, Noah Holmes was up and about.
So good we wanted to see it again, that's right.
Harry Lovelace from directly in front. These are first half highlights. first goal for Hutchins went to Hamish Kingston. Just a little cherry picking over the back, and I tell you what, he loved it too. Told a few people on the boundary to get fired up. Told his team to get fired up, and they certainly did. Nice kick from Will Hay, gave Hamish Kingston his second cherry picking goal. And then he put the cherry picker away and kicked 2 in the second quarter. This is a beautiful goal to Hamish Kingston, a nice strong mark. He went back from outside 50, kicked it from basically the middle of North Hobart Oval, and he was fired up. Big mish. This is a great kick too. Could have raffled it. Franksy, normally selfish, handballs off to Burberry, and Burberry goals. That was such a unique kick, that one there from Brian. But Hamish Kingston stayed in the contest too. And wheeled around and got his 4th of the game. And look at this. Are you not entertained? Sean Willis coming over the back and saying, oh, PS, I'm playing. We haven't called his name much. Just wanted to get on screen. And Noah Holmes was the recipient of an interesting free kick, but went back and made no mistake. A magnificent kick straight through the middle, right in front of the DOSA faithful, and hopefully that gets them fired up for the second half rather. And then this goal from Team of the Year, Tom Balcom. Sean Willis again slapping the ground as if to say, guys, I'm actually here, can you kick it to me please? That is the first half of the Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Grand Final for 2022. We'll take a quick break. My name is Tubes Taylor from Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes. I'm joined by Salad Roberts. We'll be right back with the second half in just a few moments. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Second half coming up next. Welcome back to North Hobart Oval for the second half of the 2022 Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final between the Hutchins Lions and the DOSA Roosters. It's currently a 20-point margin in favour of Hutchins after a 4-goal-to-1 second term. How do they get back into this game, the Roosters? My name is Tubes Taylor. I'm joined by Salad Roberts. Salad, how do the Roosters get back into it?
Great question, Tubes. We're talking off air about George Burberry, obviously. He seemed to be running around by himself for most of that first half, and they're going to have to clamp down on him. His foot skills are so good. And also the setup behind the ball. The Roosters, because of the pressure they're under, have been jamming it on the foot. And Hutchins are pretty well set up behind the ball. So probably just a bit more composure if they can, but they're probably going to have to just have a real hard crack in this first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think their hardness around the footy is not questioned. I think that's what their strength is. So get back to that. Get back to hard at the ball. Get back at trying to follow. Looks like Sam Peacock is running with George Burberry. We're away, third term here at North Hobart Oval. Mitch Reeve gets it down. Goes hard at the footy again. Clark. Out it comes, McCulloch. Burrows, Cheng. Clark with a handball out to big Pumpkinhead Johnson, who goes down towards the other Johnson. Pinhead and Pumpkin. Balcom got it off. Johnson from the pocket. Well, looks down that way, it goes out of bounds.
Took a good bounce there. They probably didn't want that to go through.
No. Quick shout-outs. Harry Nichols, hello to you. Dave Careless is watching at home. Zachy Mastrocola, Joe Brooks, and Vez. Hello to you, Vez, and young Tommy, who's probably watching at home. Nice smother laid there. Kick came out. Davies with a little bit of hacky-sack type work. Trying hard. Clark had a bit of it. Balcom's been good. Ball up. right on the paint of 50. Reeve and Johnson do battle. Bouncing ball, Jones tries to fend off Balcom. Not today, says Balcom.
It's been a real live wire, hasn't he, Tubes? Balcom needed the drop of every ball.
He has been, Salad, and every time the ball's gone near him, he's looked dangerous. Short one's on to Franks. He goes in a different direction. That's a strong mark. I think it's Clark. No, it's Burgess.
Beautiful kick there from Balcom. Just hit him up. Made him wait just a little bit, but in between two defenders.
So Burgess to extend the margin to 26 points. Similar story in the first game where Hutchins had a 6-goal to none third term. Burgess hates it off the boot. Gee, they've missed some set shots.
Yeah, hung it out there.
The Lions. 21 points of margin. Grubb from fullback. They need a spark, the Roosters. Hardy, Reeve, Johnson gets his hands to the footy. Hardy gets it out. Nice smother by Hay. Got long arms, long legs, and keeps going, does Will Hay. Gets it off to Johnson. Interesting kick, but it's a dangerous one. Floating back with a flight. Bryant trying hard. Handball's off now. Wheels around. Willis kicks it into the North Hobart club rooms. Through for behind.
It's loving the dance steps of 17 Hardy there. Big man moving a shoebox.
Yeah. Strictly ballroom. Bryant, been one of the best for the Roosters. Sends it long. Hay underneath. They all fly. Bouncing ball. Green got his handball to Johnson. Johnson to Burrows Cheng. Loveless tracks him down. Doesn't get an effect on the kick. Big fly at the back. Now a chance for Crick. Crick's got time. There's a 3-on-1 out here. McCulloch, oh, dropped what he should have taken there. Now Cottier sends it inside towards Green. It's a scrubby kick. Balcom picks up the footy. Handballs over the top. Jones and Clark do battle. Clark's tackled hard. Umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up.
Excellent tackle.
We're just hearing through from Peter G on Twitter @TubesTubesTubes that he'd like all evidence of his national anthem erased. Well, Pete, I'm afraid to say we're going to make you go viral. That was genius stuff. After technical difficulties, Peter G has sung the national anthem a cappella through the loudspeakers here at North Hobart Oval. Unbelievable. Green sends the ball long, inside forward 50. At the back of the pack, this one should be just forced through for a behind. It is. Another rush behind to the Lions. Haven't looked like scoring, though, so they haven't looked like getting it out of their defensive 50. Barwick sends it long. Oh, just ball eluding them. Noy handballs to Burberry.
It's probably a good result for them there. They've been stuck in their defensive 50 now for a couple of minutes. So the ball in on the wing, maybe reset. Might be an opportunity to get forward.
Reeve takes it out of the ruck. Short, silly little kick out towards Holmes. Holmes just, the ball eludes him. Owen gets it up. Davies sends it long. Inside forward 50. Fist come from Crick. Chasing the ball down to Marshall. Oh, a little bit of pace for Marshall. Short kick out towards Hardy. Hardy can wheel and go. No one at home. It's all Hutchins down there, though. Where are the DOSA forwards?
They have to hold that up, don't they?
Back to Marshall. It's just no one at home. The numbers are down there, and they're going to kick it straight into the beast of the Lions' den almost. Big fly from behind, kicked off the ground. Scruppy, ball in.
Not a lot of movement down the forward line either. There's our court.
There's just no space, Salad.
No, they were caught with the Hutchins defenders pushing back quickly, but once they got back there was no real blocks or checking of leads, so they're going to have to work a bit harder.
Ruck contest. Quick kick, trying hard. James Midson, my man. That's great stuff. That's a throw, though. Umpire saw it. Kick in danger. It'll be a free kick going to Gavlis. Well, he missed the throw, got the kick. Gavlis has Cottier in the middle. Decides against that, sends it up the wing. Green. Tackled hard was Frost. The umpire says, give it to me, I'll boil it up. Thank you. Reeve looking towards Frost. Cottier. Happy to see it across the line. Damon Curtin getting a little bit angry. Don't mind it. Little push and shove here. Will Hay arrives. Nathan Hardy just a little push and run. That was Tubes Taylor-like from you, Nathan Hardy. The push and run. Gavlis. Clark had a good game. O'Brien got the handball out. Gavlis tackled hard by Holmes. Bouncing ball here. Great bit of defensive work. Clark clearing kick. Mitch Reeve all alone. Barwick off to Reeve. Got a kick soon. Oh, just dodges past. The big ruckman throws it on the boot. Who's at home for the DOSA boys? No one in particular. Somehow it drops down now. There's a big chance for holding the footy. Bouncing ball over the line. Ball in. Hardy happy to take it out of the ruck here. Cottier doing a bit of push and shove with Frost. Hardy out of the ruck, like I said. Bang, goal. No. First score for the term.
Would have been a great spark, wouldn't it, Tubes? Just
need something like that, DOSA.
Need something to get them going.
It's their first score for a while. Kick goes out to the far side. Johnson. Just stripped of it there, and then a little bit of rugby tackle stuff, and then we'll see a ball in. Ball in. Half forward line. Reeve brings it down. Jones got a quick kick. Frost now pops it on the boot. Hardy flew high. Noy out the back to Owen. Owen's quick rushed kick. This is dangerous. Our Corso slipped at a critical time. Big tackle laid by Wilson. Umpire said play on. Our Corso kept running. Numbers here with Hutchins. Got it back to Wilson. Wilson's quick kick. This one just forward. Oh, prick. That is brilliant.
Beautiful mark.
They can't see the DOSA boys, so the short one's on. Smith goes across the face of goal. This is a good kick. Finds Reeve, who didn't want it. Clark is on if he wants. He decides against that, goes longer still. Just a wasteful kick in the end. Finds Noy in the opposition's colours. White. It's tackled hard, holding the footy. Great work. Now advantage paid. O'Brien must kick this goal. Does so. Maybe that's the spark they need, the Roosters. Brings the margin back to 16 points.
You know what I really like there, Tubes? I like the cross, moving it across the oval there, switching play. It opened it up, and to be honest, there was probably a man short on the 45 that would have opened it up. But I think that's what they've got to do. Hutchins is setting up too well behind the ball, and they've really got to open up some space in their forward line.
Yeah, completely agree, Salad. Justin O'Brien, they're getting the goal. A little fist pump too, I like it.
Brings it back to a 3-goal game here. Hutchins, after looking quite dominant, they're still vulnerable here at the scoreline.
They've had the majority of the play. Johnson in the ruck. Burberry, as if on cue, grabs the game by the scruff of the neck. Almost a smother by Clark. Punch from behind there was good. Barwick got his kick just. Burberry will gobble this one up as easy as you like. That's a penetrating kick. Johnson. The big pumpkin head takes the mark. That's actually why he's called, they say. Is that why he's got the nickname footballer because of his head, pumpkin head. We love him.
How about that kick from Burberry?
Oh,
Beautiful.
amazing. The big ruckman we love. Watches his development over the last few years in the Old Scholars. What a kick. Gee, that's too easy. That is far, far too easy. Short one on Johnson.
Oh, dear.
Davies plays on quickly, wheels around goal. Easy as you like for Marcus Davies. The two Johnsons work together. It's Johnson, Johnson, Davies. Loveless doing a bit of barking, and you know when you're barking at your teammates, or when you know your opposition's barking at their teammates, you know you're inside their heads.
Yeah, it'd be really disappointing there for DOSA, wouldn't it? They've just had a bit of a brain fade on the goal line, and then to follow it up with leaving Marcus Davies of all people open in the forward line.
Back in the middle. Johnson again, Reeve, who's played a good game. Johnson. Beautiful tackle, got to be holding the footy. Well done, Loveless. He's got a man free, goes in that direction. It's Peacock. This is better from DOSA to Peak. Margin back again. Hutchins 7-10, 52, lead DOSA 4-6-30. They've had 7 extra shots, Hutchins. And the margin just 22 points. In he comes. Asking the ball to do a bit of work. Holmes at the back, touched across the line from behind.
Leant back on the kick there a little bit. Let the old 9-iron out for that one.
Burberry. Collier sends the ball. Balcom, big fist from behind. High up and under. Midson flew early. It'll be a free kick going to Franks. Beautiful day for footy. Franks short, finds Clark, who's been busy. Wheels across to Noy. Noy, who's running an afro. To Burrows Cheng. Goes long. He had his name on that from so deep. Burgess, umpire didn't pay it. Gavlis down towards Kingston. Barwick at the back. Short one. Smith. Oh dear. McCulloch, strong. Wasn't Barwick at all. It was actually Marshall. Apologies to Marshall. McCulloch sends it long. Foss gets pushed under the footy. It'll be a free kick against Collier. He's upset about it, Will Collier. Across the face of goal. This is a dangerous kick to Crick. Fist arrived late from Burrows Cheng. Gavlis goes back to Johnson. Johnson sends it long and deep. This will be wrapped up, gobbled up if you like, by Marshall. Marshall's got men on short. He goes to O'Brien, who seems to be all by himself. Now if he looks out wide, he's got Jones. He goes in that direction quickly. This is better from the Roosters. Now nothing to kick to, so he goes long in a kick in hope. And he finds Franks in Hutchins' colours. Davies has to look directly into the sun. Out to Burrows Cheng. Kingston on a lurching lead, goes in that way. Just too much on it. Oh dear. Bouncing ball here for Crick. Crick goes to McCulloch. Stands up in the tackle. Got his handball away, and the umpire's called him for free kick, holding the footy.
Every right to be a little bit upset with that one, I'd say.
Short one's on. Crick gobbled it up.
Footy gods.
Footy don't lie, does it? Jones. Got a short one out of Griggs if he wants. Decides against that. Goes towards Grubb. Grubb's kick. Too much on it for Burrows-Cheng. Tapping it on to Hardy. Hardy's happy to see it across the line. Ball in.
Probably sound like a bit of a broken record here, Tubes, but I think the DOSA boys have got to find another way forward. They keep, the kick before when we down to Frank standing by himself. They've just got to look inside a bit more.
Umpire circling here. We'll ball it up.
Old trigger figure himself.
Hold on the whistle, the umpire today, but I think he's been pretty consistent across the whole day.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a tough job.
It's the worst job.
You've got to make sure you're in control in the grand final as well.
Definitely a good way to earn some dollars. Reeve wins it out. McCulloch.
Didn't you throw your hat in the ring to umpire there for a little while?
Yeah.
No one took you seriously? Was that the problem?
No, the issue was that very busy man. So out the back here, Smith give a short one to Grubb. Goes in that direction. Grubb looks up. He's got short Doran. Decides against that. Goes towards Hardy. He takes the mark.
It's 50.
I think it was touched off the boot, Sal.
Just while one of us is paying attention here, Tubes.
What I'm paid to do. McCulloch throws it on the boot. Bouncing ball here. Burberry off the ground. Just across the face of goal. Curtin it was. So they're pressing here. 20 points the margin.
They've turned it, haven't they, this quarter? The start of the quarter, I thought it was looking very ugly for the Rooster boys, but they've turned this around nicely.
Burgess on the lead. Instead goes short to Franks. Matching up well here. Burrows-Cheng. Out the back. Oh, big Johnson did well there to get down a long way. And a big tackle laid.
Lord, Harry Bryant was just waiting out the back there. If that had got out there, he was going to stroll in for an easy goal. DOSA boys did well to hold that up.
Reeve wins it down. Umpire pull a free kick here to Green. Henry Johnson's down behind play, just gets to his feet now. This will be right on Green's distance, I reckon.
He's looking around. I don't think he's confident.
No. Goes into the pocket. Looking for Burgess. Grubb, again, a kick and hope. Oh, that's courage going back to the flight from Bryant. Burrows-Cheng inside. Good mark by Cottier. Oh, guess what? They've listened to me. They've put Midson on the Burberry. Big fly at the back. Couldn't quite take the mark. Rushed behind. Short one. O'Brien. O'Brien's kick down the line, looking for McCulloch. Fist from Cottier. Quick kick forward by Clark. Big fly, fisted away by Marshall. Just need to hold on here. Holmes got his kick out towards Griggs. Now he's got absolutely nothing up the line, so he'll have to go backwards. O'Brien back to Griggs. Griggs happy to see it across the line for a ball in.
That's all he could do.
Smart play.
All he could do. He had Frank sitting there by himself just down the line. So smart play just to walk that over.
Ball comes in. Holmes out of the ruck, scooped it to O'Brien. Through with pace was Loveless. Now it's a foot race. Franks needs to get on his bike. Don't do a hammy here, Franks. He doesn't. He does really well. Gets it back to Burberry. Burberry with those worm burners down to Kingston with strong hands. Our Corso runs past for the handball. That's a beautiful kick straight down the throat of Bryant. Magnificent
footy there.
Superb from Franks to Burberry to Kingston. Our Corso into Bryant. He got the alligator arms out there too, didn't he, Bryant? Chomp, chomp, chomp. In comes Bryant. This makes it fairly difficult for DOSA if he can get it. Gee, it's doing some work in the air. It's beautiful.
Thought he made it harder for himself going out on the angle like that, but straight through the middle.
59 plays 32. A little bit of a correction perhaps at the scoreboard. They've got 8-11-59 to DOSA, 4-7-31. I've got 4-8-32. We'll have a little argument at some stage. It'll be me.
Terrific kick there, wasn't it? Oh. Bit of a dagger there. After it looked like DOSA was starting to come back into this game.
Back in the middle, Holmes into the guts. McCulloch looking to impose himself and gets it immediately, but wrapped up by Georgie Gavalas. That's a good kick. Oh, gee. Umpire said play on. Hay, wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire says give it to me, ball up.
It's been touched off the boot.
Must have been. They hold on it. I still can't get over Peter G singing the national anthem a cappella. Oh, that's a good tackle. That's umpire on the wrong side there. Missed a free kick. Wilson got his handball as he was tackled by Smith. Now Kingston sends the ball long inside forward 50. Lapham should lap this up, and he does. Short one onto Grubb. Now there's nothing to kick to here. No one's working for Grubb. Justin O'Brien does. So he goes in that direction. Worked really, really hard there, Justin O'Brien, to get to some space. Now into the middle. Gee, Holmes with the work to do. Flying over was Johnson. Wrapped up in a big tackle by Jones. And the umpire says, give it to me.
It's a brave kick in, wasn't it? 1 on 3.
Just can't find space here at the moment, the Roosters. 24 minutes gone in the third term. Out it comes for Barwick, who's been one of the best for the Roosters. Noy has done a really great job on Damon Curtin today. Little push and shove here. Curtin and Burberry. Johnson up against Holmes. Frost gets it forward. And there's Curtin, as if on cue to say, Tubes, shut up, mate. I've had a reasonable game. I'll show you.
He's probably had a bit of a dirty day, really. The ball's just taken the wrong bounce when he was chasing it.
Yeah, I agree.
He's had a hard time getting his mitts on.
Well, this, just to give them a little bit of leaf.
Huge kick, this. Huge kick. Can't be long left in this quarter.
25 minutes gone in the third. Curtin. Just inside 50. No, he's hooked it. And the peanut gallery from Hutchins give him a fair share. Umpire's pulled out a free kick. Which way does it go?
I think the umpire needed a free kick himself. He got absolutely barreled there, I think, from Jackie McCulloch. So.
Oh, really? Burberry gets the free kick. Short one's on. Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Three-quarter time here at North Hobart Oval in the 2022 Old Scholars Football Association. A grand final between Hutchins and DOSA. Hutchins 8-11-59, lead DOSA 4-8-32, 27 points to margin at three-quarter time. Goal kickers for the Lions, 4 to Hamish Kingston, then singles to Davies, Burberry, Bryant and Balcom. And for the Roosters, it's 2 to Noah Holmes, singles to Harry Lovelace and Justin O'Brien, with the only goal for the DOSA Roosters in that term. We'll take a look at the highlights for the third quarter. It is a 27-point margin. It's a good bit of work here, nice tackle laid in the throat, and then O'Brien gets the goal. Lovely bit of work, good pressure from Hutchins. O'Brien doing a bit of celebration. And this one, Davies, as easy as you like, went back and made no mistake. Little celebratory stuff here, getting around everyone saying, "I'm Marcus Davies." And then Harry Bryant from the pocket just made the ball work beautifully for him. Straight through the middle and extended that lead for Hutchins. We'll take a quick break here, get some refreshment, and we'll be right back with the final instalment. Do not go anywhere. Can DOSA bring it back? We'll wait and find out. Hutchins currently in the lead by 27 points. My name is Tubes Taylor from Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes. My good friend Salad Roberts will join me for the final instalment in just a few moments. Stick around, we'll be right back. Final term about to get underway here at North Hobart Oval. A little rooster there needs his team to lift for a bit of excitement here at North Hobart Oval. My name is Tubes Taylor, joined in the commentary box by Salad Robert. Salad, what do DOSA need? They need a spark. I've
Probably
seen this in so many grounds.
A miracle. Very low scoring game.
Okay, just for the record, I was incorrect on the scores too. 4-7, 31. DOSA, Hutchins 8-11, 59. I'll tell you what, the first goal here to DOSA, I think it'll give him something.
They're going to have to play risky footy, aren't they?
Fourth quarter underway. They just need something, the Roosters.
Yep.
Out the back, our Corso. McCulloch does well, gets it off to the other McCulloch. Driving it forward, Hardy from 50, pops it on the boot. Who's at home? No one in particular. Holmes does really well. Wilson, that's deliberate as. Through from behind.
Thought we were going to see a repeat there.
That was worse than the previous one.
Much worse.
Franks to take it out. Shout out to Bully, who's watching in Melbourne. Umpire's pulled the mark here. O'Brien gets up, a little sore. Pops it in the pocket. Oh, that's a free kick going to Clark. Clark's kick. Got Will Hay all over it. Oh, Johnson. Forgot about him. Handball's off to Franks. Franks down towards Willis. Strong. Almost ripped the hamstring off the bone to Balcom. We'll have a shot. A kick from outside 50. He's got a beautiful kick on him, Tom Balcom. He hasn't hit him cleanly all day, but that's a beautiful kick straight in the post.
Is that his fourth?
Goal for Tom Balcom. At least you know he's had 5 kicks. Grub. Beautiful kick. Frost.
Burbridge is sitting down the line here. If he puts it up.
Burbridge stays down. Got his kick smothered by Crick, who's been one of the best for the Roosters. Oh, Wilson, the veteran, throws it on the boot. Oh, that's a strong grab. Very strong mark. Johnson to Burgess. Burgess across the face finds Davies. Davies into the pocket. Bryant flew high. Now a chance for Clark. Clark goes back. Oh, Balcom arrived late. Burrows Cheng. Mark Payne. Held that for about 4 seconds.
It's generous.
He's going to have a shot. Burrows Cheng. Hit a talk. Burrows Cheng pops it up. Reeve.
Not too sure about that kick.
Yeah. What do you think? Just a nothing kick there, Sal?
Well, there was 3 DOSA boys back. Probably needed to be more like 25 metres out and closer to the goal line.
O'Brien to Reeve. This is better. I like this. Just control the footy. Down to Peacock. Through his fingertips. Green got his handball over. Our Corso. That's a good kick. Davies in an absolute panic. Oh, well done, Smith.
Great pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Judes. I think it's better. They need to. I think they need to really take some risk now, because I think if they play safe, they can't win. There's 28 points they need to make up.
I'm a little bit different to that. I don't want to see them take risks. I want to see them possess the footy. I want to see them just hold onto the footy, wait for that person to come free with the ball. Don't go hard, fast. McCulloch gets tackled high, we'll get a free kick.
You're calling me impatient, Tubes.
Beg your pardon?
You're calling me impatient?
I'm just saying, shut up. O'Brien. Scrub. Looks up, this is better. See, they're possessing the footy, Salad. He's got Crick short, decides against that. Looks up towards... Oh, good mark, Curtin. Noy and Curtin has almost typified the battle. Good, Loveless. Now off to O'Brien. O'Brien arrives late, got his handball away just too much pressure. Handball didn't need to be given. O'Brien, desperate smother. Burberry. McCulloch, Holmes, smart. O'Brien, big tackle laid. Brilliant stuff by Julian Hudson. Forgot there was someone knocking on the back door and bang. Hudson with a goal-saving tackle. Fisted away. Now Corso. Smart. Tap on. Oh, Symbols. Gets wrapped up in a tackle. Here's Wilson. Umpire says holding the footy, Symbols. Clark. Reeve. Wormburner. Burberry. They've been wasteful inside forward 50. The Roosters. Nice fist from Smith. He's doing well here, Smith. Oh, our Corso. Umpire's called a free kick going to Smith. No movement. Absolutely none. Oh, good pressure. Grub. Looks for McCulloch. Wilson. McCulloch kept his feet. Caught one high. It'll be a free kick to Gavlis. He's been working on his pipes all winter. Needs to work a little bit harder on the tan. Kingston in space. 4 for the game. Short one on Bryant. Well, that's been the difference. They've been able to lead into position here. It was a beautiful kick. Just look at the space inside the forward line there, Salad.
Yeah, and a beautiful, beautiful kick to the leading forward there. Pretty hard to miss those.
Bryant comes in. He likes it off the boot. And that could be all she wrote.
It's a dagger.
Harrison Bryant gets his second. The first of the term goes to the Lions.
And it started with that
too much.
It started with that good attack of the ball from Gavalis in the middle there. He spent a fair bit of this game getting hit or
bashed
at the bottom of a pack. But that's where it started, and then they've used their beautiful skills just to hit the leading forward and maybe put the knife in it.
I just think that the Roosters just haven't had enough contributors across the board. I think Midson's been okay, Jones has been okay, Curtin's been okay. Barwick's probably been their best. Holmes has been okay. But you look through the list of Hutchins, there hasn't been someone who hasn't contributed in some way. And how many times was that's a throw? How many times we say that in games of footy?
That's right. Team game. Nice movement there from Curtin. Got out on the lead. Needs to find a target here, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. And that's their day a little bit today, isn't it, Tubes?
Yeah, just missing targets, and little things like that. That's a little undiscipline there from O'Brien. Hay is sore. He's played a good game, Will Hay.
And he can take his time now. Walk up. He's in no rush. Cranks.
Crick he's probably been in their best too. I shouldn't just stop mentioning blokes from the Roosters. O'Brien's been all right. Peacock moves the ball down towards Holmes. Sting's really gone out of this game, Salad. 9 minutes. Still plenty of time. I mean, it is. They've got to double their score to get close. DOSA.
Yeah, they need a bit of luck, but it's definitely possible. But gee, they're going to have to. They're going to have to change something or show a bit more around the pack, I think.
Barwick, Jones, Johnson again. Jones trying hard. Burberry spins out of trouble. Handball straight back to Reeve, and that's better.
Here we are.
That's the sort of level head that's been missed all day from the Roosters. I think just where he's had time, he's stopped, he's looked up. Hardy, good kick from McCullough.
So this is a must-get now. I mean, obviously it's stating the obvious, but if they can get on a roll.
I look back at the last game, Salad. It was a big win to the Lions in the end, but in that fourth term rather, when they pegged the margin back to 20 points, there was just no energy around the footy. In comes Hardy. He's missed it. Got to kick goals like that.
I'm sure he'll be disappointed, but yeah, absolute must kick that was. Can they get it back here from the kick in? Burberry's been great doing this all day, running off the back line.
Reeve, one of the best. Lovelace gets the handball from Hollingsworth. Lovelace has been okay. There's been a few players that have been okay. No one really stand out. Grubb gets tackled. Umpire circling. Reeve can't quite. Reeve again. Burrows Ching. Can't quite. Now Lovelace throws it on the boot. Down forward. Here's a chance for the Roosters out the back. Smart work by Burberry. Got his handball to Hay. Hay off to Franks just over his head. Bouncing ball for Burrows Ching. Umpire's pulled out a free kick. Hay off the ball. Just for off the ball stuff. Curtin ends up with the footy.
Tough kick. Really tough kick.
Saw Noah Holmes kick one from here. Curtin's only kicked the one behind. He wheels around on the left. He's kicked that out on the foot. Burberry to our Corso. Franks. Plays on. Wants to face the goal to Hay. Hay wheels around. Kingston had a good game, drifted out in the second half. Wilson keeps it in. Happy to see it across the line for a boundary throw in.
It's a good call, Tubes. I thought Kingston was on track for 10 there, where he was going at the start.
I'd love to get the GPS numbers on Peach Leach, who's running through the middle. Nick Leach, he's just been out on the ground, hasn't been doing any running. He's a runner for Hutchins.
You reckon he's forgotten he doesn't play anymore?
All he's doing is literally running laps.
He's running around.
He's just saying, I've got to get fit.
Tapping bums. And
I want to keep fit. Lovelace gets tackled. Green pops it on the boot. Grubb, that's out on the full. Where was he going, umpire? Umpire's call deliberate. He had a fortnight to get rid of that, and then just kicked it out of bounds. Kingston. Oh, wow. Balcom. Now, I don't want to say too much about Balcom, but he's kicked 1 goal, 4.
those 4 set shots?
4 from set shots.
Surely we're backing him in here, though.
Feel like he's been working on the upper body. Look at those plover-like legs. That's a beautiful kick. He's got two. Tom Bowcom. It's party time down at Queenborough. 10-12-72. DOSA 4-9-33. 22 scoring shots to 13, Salah. That spells the difference.
It's been pretty comprehensive in this game. They've had some really strong contributors, haven't they? Burberry obviously running off the back line and running through the middle as well. But Balcom, I think, has been excellent up forward, really dangerous. Obviously, Kingston in the first half being really dangerous as well.
Yeah, I just think, like I said, there's been more contributors for the Hutchins Footy Club than there has been from DOSA. They've tried hard. Johnson out of the ruck. Sends the ball forward. Burgess onto the footy. Handball to a man that didn't know the ball was coming. Now out the back. Hudson hasn't had a lot of it. Clearing ball from Griggs. Now Corso from 50 sends it long down towards goals. It's a beauty. The captain gets a goal, and it's party time if you're a Lion. They come from everywhere and get around their captain.
It's been good today too. Really probably caps off what's been a very strong game from the captain of the Lions.
Yeah, he's been good. Symbols. There was not one Hutchins Lion that didn't get around his captain then, except for the person on the bench. The people on the bench. Gavlis. Pushed off it. It was Hudson. Burrows Cheng hard at the footy. One man Vincent went in hard. Burrows Cheng out the back. Chance now for Clark, who's been very good. Bouncing ball. Griggs.
Running Torp. Got hold of it too. Not enough running Torps these days, Tubes.
No, not enough Torps. Kingston. Griggs. It's not in it, the Roosters now. 17 minutes gone. Wilson, O'Brien got in for the spoil. They tried a little fend off on Balcom, like that. Handball came out. Kick from Burgess is high. Umpires called out a free kick and go to Crick.
He's tried hard back there, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he'd be one of their best for certain. Midson. Oh, gee. What are you going to do? Get a mark. Wilson kicked it forward. Now Smith gets pushed off the ball by Willis. Balcom kept his feet. Was held off the footy by O'Brien. Umpire circles, ball up. It'll be a premiership for Hutchins. Clark kicks that one to the funeral home. Head on the full. Big fly from Johnson, not paid. Crowd starting to know what's happening at the end of this game, as are we here in the commentary box. Got to be quiet. There's a few thousand here, I'd suggest. McCulloch, short, Peacock, back to Crick. Crick kicks that one out on the full.
Bronx cheers from the Hutchins crowd.
Whitey. I want Whitey to get a kick. Cottier. Punch came from behind. Griggs hasn't had a lot of it. Kingston. Oh, chopping it off nicely. Marshall. Short one on here. Midson. Going long, big fly. Fist came from behind from Owen. Hay. Tackled late. Good pressure. Jones. Jones to McCulloch. McCulloch looks up. He's got O'Brien on short. Decides against that and goes longer still down towards Holmes. Owen got the fist in from behind. Punched away by the Hutchins defence. Burrows Cheng trying hard. Hardy. Burrows Cheng goes back in. Gets it to McCulloch. And the bend. Too much. Another behind.
So it's been a tight rivalry this year between these two teams, Tubes. I think Hutchins have won two.
Yep.
DOSA 3, so it evens it up. And obviously, the most important game of the year, Hutchins have come through. But
Well, you wouldn't care if it was 5-0, would you, Sal?
No.
If you're going to win this last game.
It'll be a bitter pill for DOSA boys to swallow, and they've had a great season.
Johnson to Balcom. If he looks over, he's got Bryant. Bryant in the square can just stroll in. And he stupidly puts the torp in. And that one's over at the Bowls Club. If you want to share it, come down to Letitia Street.
There'll be a little kid out there that's just got himself a new sheriff.
He's second of the term, Bryant. And the margin now out to 50 points.
That's what you used to do back in the Bernie Docker days, wasn't it, Tubes? Just sit there and wait for you to talk it so you could nick the footy.
Yeah, well, we all nicked footies, didn't we, Sal?
Some just got more than others, that's all.
No, I didn't nick them. I was always... Well, they choose Whitey. Back in the middle. Reeve, battled manfully all day. Loveless. Off the ground by Davies. Balcom. Off to this man who's a real chance for the John Kenny medal. Big fly. Out the back, Johnson can't quite, tapping it forward. They'll move the ball out through Frost. Frost to O'Brien. O'Brien down to Hardy. Noy and Curtin do chase. Noy does well. I'm happy to see it across the line. Ball in. Okay, Salad. The sting's out of it now. 22 minutes gone. Who's your tip for best on? The John Kenny medal in the Old Scholars Seniors Premiership Grand Final.
Yeah, I think it'll be hard to go past Burberry. I think the whole game has been involved. His skills have been excellent. So I think it will be hard to go past him. But, you know, Kingston at the start when the heat was on, 4 goals. It's been very impressive.
Yep.
We've obviously got Balcom as well, who I mentioned before as well. I think he'll be in the votes. My pick would be Burberry.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Burberry too. I think Tom Balcom's a chance. I think Jamie Clark, we've called him a lot today. He's been very good, but Franks has been good on cue.
Been very reliable, Franks, hasn't he? He's been using his foot skills nicely, making good space.
Clark.
He's playing a bit of kick-to-kick now.
Yep. Franks has been good, done a great job on his opponent down there in Curtin. That's White. Really want him to get a mark. Love him to kick a goal.
It's been a good spread, though, for the Hutchins boys. I think when they go back in, they've had 22 contributors in this game. It's a bit of a cliche, but it's obviously very important. Well, they've had a few standouts. They haven't had too many guys have a bad game.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think if I go through the standouts, I think both rucks, Johnson and Johnson, at risk of sounding like a Band-Aid brand, have been very good. Here he goes, Clark. They needed a bit more zip and run from him. Someone's out there playing in one boot. Not sure who it is. McCulloch, short one. Holmes is there. O'Brien got it out to Barwick. Barwick got his handball smothered by Cottier. Cottier got it off. Now a chance for Clark. Consolation, no.
And that's been a bit of a tale of the tape today. I mean, the Hutchins entries into their forward 50 have been really precise in this last half. As we've sort of mentioned a few times, I think the Rooster boys have not as much time. They've been under a lot of pressure, and it's been much harder for the forwards.
Gee, that's a good kick. Burberry just hits up Johnson with a 45-metre bullet. Wilson, been good. Had a broken back, Salad. He's come back from a broken back. Free kick going to Griggs.
Don't think I'll be playing footy after breaking my back, but good on him.
Not at all. Clark, McCulloch. Owen. Happy to see it across the line.
A bit of frustration.
Yeah, I think that's probably unnecessary from Holmes too. But
not much,
no, there wasn't much, but it's just unnecessary. Holmes pretty happy about it. O'Brien, Clark, short one's on. Instead decides to go long towards goal. Hardy, Smart, Frost. Consolation goal for Frost. .43 points the margin. Righto, Salad, call it. John Kenny medal.
I think it has to be Burberry. I think Balcom is will be very stiff because I think he's played an excellent game. If he probably put a few more of those points between the big sticks, he might have given him.
It could have been 6.
Yeah.
He missed 3 set shots, Salad.
Yeah, he was electric in that first half too, just everywhere when it was going in the forward 50. But it's been a beautiful day for football here, so some of the skills from the Hutchins boys that have been on show have been excellent.
Umpire's pulled out a free kick here. It'll go to the Roosters. Josh Hall's got in touch on Twitter, @Tubes. Burberry by Flemington straight Tubes. Kingston neck, Clark and Wilson in defence. Wow. Wilson's a little bit of a dark horse there. Marshall, a nice worm burner down to Barwick. Can't be long.
That is a good leg tap.
So, it's only a matter of margin. Gee, they could get their score reset here for numbers on the field as Barwick comes in for goal. It'll be no score. In fact, it will be a behind. It'll be a 42-point margin in favour of Hutchins. They win 12-12-84 to DOSA 5-12-42. Goal kickers for Hutchin, a 4-pack to Hamish Kingston, 3 to Harry Bryant and 2 to Tom Balcom. Singles to Davies, Burberry, Alcorso. And for the Roosters, it was 2 to Noah Holmes, 1 to Harry Lovelace, Justin O'Brien and Sam Frost. And in the end, it's a 42-point margin. Their first premiership since 2014, Salad. A magnificent clinic of football put on by the Lions from Sandy Bay. What did you make of that last half, Salad?
Well, it was dominant last half, wasn't it, Tubes? I mean, I was surprised when you said first premiership since 14. They've made a habit of winning premierships, Hutchins, and they've won 2 today, so it'll be a very exciting time down in Sandy Bay for the boys. I thought they played a better brand of football today. Unfortunate for the DOSA boys, they've tried hard, they've had a great season, rolled on the day by a team that was probably a bit more clinical and maybe a bit better structured up behind the ball. Really enjoyable game to watch. Boys went hard at it, played a fair but hard game. So well done to both teams, but in the end, has to be one winner, and I think the better team on the day won.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think from what we've said before, and like you said, it's a cliche, but the side with the more contributors on the day have won this game of footy. You go through that list right down, and he's going to tune me out about this, but right down to Sean Willis, who probably didn't have his best game ever, had a couple of kicks, still contributed. I thought Lewis Noy was very good on half-back. I thought Harry Bryant, running through the middle, was excellent, kicking 3 goals. Jamie Clark was sensational. And George Burberry, just with some of those kicks that he had from 30, 40 metres out, hitting targets with real worm-burning passes.
It's great to see the talent in the old Scholars. We've got, Hutchins had 2 ex-AFL players running around today, and the talent and the skill that's on show in this competition, I think, is excellent. It's great to see.
Right, Sal, and I'm going to head down to the boundary and try and get some interviews with some of the players who we thought were best on ground. I might try and get the coaches, but a 42-point margin in favour of the Lions. So we head down here, the wet area, just starting to come alive. Disappointing for DOSA. They've had a fantastic season. Played above where they probably thought they would have been, maybe internally, but I think within the footy community, they may have thought that they weren't that good. Let's have a look.
Troops Taylor, baby!
Hamish Kingston, 4 goals in the grand final. How's that feel?
Oh, awesome. It's been 10 years in between my last flag and 8 years since Hutchins, so a bloody awesome day.
How did it feel out on the ground?
Yeah, good. We were a little bit nervous early, I thought, and DOSA brought the pressure early, but I think we stood up to it, kept wearing them down, and our run just come over the top in the end.
You were fired up early, yeah. Hamish.
Well, Springer put me on the bench. He's been putting me on the bench the last few quarters. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I had to come on and make an impact.
And you certainly did that, and you got the boys fired up in that first term. Players that you thought played well? Our GOAT, we call him the GOAT, Georgie Burberry, he's had another good game. He does most weeks, but he was awesome. I thought the whole back 6, great team effort, I thought, too. It was hard to single many out, really, but, yeah, great day. What has this been for you, Hamish?
I've got a 1-year deal on the table at the moment, so I'm just sussing out my options, but I reckon I'll go on again.
There we go, an exclusive here. Thanks so much, Hamish. Go and enjoy yourself.
Great relish too.
Oh yeah, Hamish Kingston, one of the champions of the day. Let's see if we can find someone else here. Might try and get Matt Wilson, Hutchins, a premiership, the first one since 2014. What does that mean to you, mate?
Everything, especially for Lance, because I don't think Lance had won one, and he's been through a fair bit lately, so to get that done for him is really important.
Mate, your role probably understated on the day. How did it feel out there?
Rough. I started chafing up. I'm getting a bit old, so things are getting harder these days.
And for you personally, coming back from what was a pretty horrific injury to playing the premiership, what does it mean?
It means so much, especially with the lads, especially with Keith and Kingo, who I've already won a few with, and some really good mates, so yeah, it means a lot.
Well, enjoy yourself tonight. I'm sure the beers will be flooding out of Hutchins. We'll see who else we can get. Might try and find Georgie Burberry if we can. Just trying to find. I might get over here to Claudio Corso. Claudio Corso, the captain of the Hutchins Footy Club. What does that mean?
Everything. Honestly, it's been 3 years in the making, and a lot of hard work. We've learned a lot of lessons. We've come close to winning. We've lost ones we should have won. You know, it was just, honestly, it's, people say it's the old cliche, you got to lose one to win one, but in this case, I think that made us.
And as a Hutchins boy, being the captain of a side that wins the premiership, what does it mean to you?
It's everything. I I love my school, I love my mates, I love, the battle of the 7005. People joke about it against your mob, but it does. It's the pride of the school and the club. And, yeah.
Better players on the day?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Honestly.
What happened here? What happened up the top?
A bit of claret. A Joel Selwood type, maybe? Is that? No, maybe I said that.
Well, all the best. Congratulations. Premiership captain.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.
There we go, Claudel Corso. We might try and get Marcus Davies over here.
Oh, no.
Marcus Davies, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot, Tubes. Yeah, I've played a lot of footy. I'm getting on a bit, and my first senior flag. So I've had some tough years down at Kingborough, but love all the boys down there, and I don't know how'd they go today.
Don't have any idea.
Anyway, no, it's very sweet, mate. There's 20 of us that went to the school, and it means a lot. Some of my best mates, part of this group. So to go to get the reserves and seniors is, it means a lot.
Huge for the club too, isn't it? And I know it means a lot to you being a Hutchins boy. Better players on the day. Who do you think's going to take out the John Kenny medal?
I don't know. I thought obviously George was probably our best player, but I thought forward of the ball we were very strong. Honestly, I don't know.
Clark was good. Kingston kicked 4.
Kingston kicked 4, yeah. Bowks was dangerous.
Bowken was dangerous.
I don't mind. Whoever gets it deserves it.
Well, there you go. Go and celebrate with your mates. Congratulations. Marcus Davies, first senior flag. I'd love to talk to George Burberry if I can find him, but we might just cross to the presentations now.
Will Hay, number 1. George Gavalis, number 2. Marcus Davies, number 3. Marcus Davies, number 3. Earth calling Marcus. We're halfway through it here. Lewis Franks, number 4. George Burberry, number 5. Will Burgess, number 6. Matthew Wilson, number 7. Jimmy Green, number 11. No, it's all right, I've got the forward out. Henry Johnson, number 12. Eddie Burrows Cheng, number 13. Let's keep them rolling, boys. We got a date tonight. Julian Hudson, number 16. Hugh Johnson, number 18. Jamie Clark, number 20. Will Cottier, number 22. Hammer Kingston, number 23. Oh. Gypsy Green, number 11. Sorry. Harry Bryant, number 24. They're not all on the list here. Tommy Balcom, number 25. Oh, Jesus, I don't. Larry Owen, number 27. Clarkie's 20. Jamie Clark, number 20. I thought. Sean Willis, number 32. Bonanoy, number 33. What number are you? Tommy Balcom, 25. Charlie White, 34. Is that everyone? And Claudel Corso, number 9. Oh, I said you before. Hamish Kingston, 23. I called you.
Right, thank you everyone. Look, I'd just like to congratulate, first of all, before we present the trophy, I'd just like to congratulate both teams for an excellent season. Obviously, we have a grand final and one team wins, one team loses, but I don't think we can take any away from DOSA, the season they've had this year and the way they've got to the grand final, the way they acquitted themselves today is a credit to both themselves and their administration. So congratulations to DOSA. And then obviously Hutchins were the victors on the day, and I'd like to ask their captain, Claude Corso, and their coach, Lance Spalding, to accept the cup, the trophy. There you go. Come here, Claude. And now the trophy for the 2022 Old Scholars Football Association goes to Hutchins Football Club.
Thanks, fellas. Thank you very much to DOSA. Please give a little round of applause as they leave the field. It's a credit to them that they stayed right through those celebrations. It's a hard thing. During the season to not end up with the Oval prize. So well done to the Roosters.
Well, there we go. The winners of the 2022 Old Scholars Football Association Premiership Cup. It's the Hutchins Lions running out victors 12-12-84 to DOSA 5-12-42. It's a game of numbers, Salad Roberts. 7 extra scoring shots to the Lions.
Yeah, it's a fairly strong win in the end, wasn't it, Tubes? It was the Rooster boys were still in it at half-time, but Hutchins just put the foot down. The skills were very good in that second half. And feel for the Rooster boys, but very excited for the Hutchins lads. It's a great time. 8 years since their last premiership, and obviously a lot of lads that went to school together, so good on them. And they played very well today.
Yeah, they certainly did. George Burberry ends up winning the John Kenny medal. I did just see that he did have the 2 medals on around his neck. And we're just seeing what's happening here. Got a couple of medals. Claude Corso having a chat now. He said, compared himself to Joel Selwood, which I thought was a bit rich.
Yeah, I've just noticed the runner's got a medal. Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Everyone's a part of that footy club.
Leachy's had enough medals in his time, but anyway.
Yeah, Leachy's got massive hands, and there they are, the boys. They would have all been in the same year at Hutchins. As you said, only 2 of that list at the Hutchins Footy Club didn't go to Hutchins. One of them was Hamish Kingston. Do you know the other one?
It has slipped my memory.
It has gone out of mine too.
I'll find out. But it's an incredible thing. There's in the Old Scholars League, outside of maybe university, where a lot of the players do go to university, it'd be extremely unusual to have a team almost completely made up of Old Scholars. So incredible work. It's a great story.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff. Hutchins take the seniors and the reserves here at North Hobart Oval in the 2022 season for the OSFA, the Old Scholars Football Association. My name is Tubes Taylor. Salad, thanks so much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
We must thank Adam Ryball, Rob Stubbs on the cameras. Well done to those boys. Andrew Harcourt, who's been pushing the buttons, and our technical director and, of course, producer. As I said, my name is Tubes Taylor. It's been an absolute pleasure. We must thank our sponsor, Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund, and the Old Scholars Football Association for having us along. Thanks so much. You can catch me on Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 on 107.3 on your FM dial. Until then, take care, and we'll see you at the footy. Bye for now.